I said, Coach Frisco, I just played the greatest game of chess ever. And, you know, chess teachers they're so blasé about these things. You look at them completely nonplussed and you say, oh, really? I said, no, Coach, let me show you this great game I played. And, oh, okay. White started with knight f3, and my kid wanted to make me happy by showing the same idea from the black side. He wants to put a pawn on e5, but he can't do it with the knight watching over. So he tried deflecting the knight first from the center. And the kid playing on the white side said, well, let's see, I don't want to take this because I don't want e5 to come, let him fill up the center and make this discovered threat. And I don't want him to play g4 to chase my knight away, so I'll play h3 first. And so the kid playing black shrugged and said, well, I'll just fill up the center for some different way, and maybe I can use my bishop to help the pawn get to g4. And now here's the nifty part of this game. Now the huge difference here is that the pawn on h3 makes a great difference in how weak this diagonal gets. And now White shrugged his shoulders and took this. And now it looks just like the Diemer-Wagner game in reverse. Because e5 hits the knight runs away, and you hit it, and you hit it again, and just like Diemer, you play a5 to threaten to trap the knight. So the kid's following the Diemer game, and then when black played d3, now you get to use the other pattern. Because you can, just like Mike suggested earlier, you chase the knight back to d2, and like from the DeMont amateur game, you play the same little pawn fork, and they're worried about losing the castling privilege after this capture on f2, so they capture this. And then you mate them in two, starting with this. And the kid showed me this game, and he was beaming. And I said, well, that's very nice. I said, how many minutes did this game take? And he said, oh, Coach, I thought about this for so long. I taxed my brain for an hour. And I said, well, this game shouldn't have taken you more than 40 seconds to play. And his face, and you know, he started to cry. Stupid kids. Started to cry. I said, oh, Coach, 40 seconds. I said, sure, because you didn't do anything new in this game. The first part of it, you just followed Diemer-Wagner, and the last part of this, you just followed DeMont amateur. You just combined two patterns you knew to make one nifty little miniature. Well, that didn't make him feel any better at all. So he fired me. But I have a good story to tell.